Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be my first part of my Christmas Craft With Me series that I will be uploading to my channel. And I'm super excited for this because Christmas is my all-time favorite holiday. So I hope you guys will look forward to this as well. So in this video, I'm going to be creating an envelope flipbook. And this time I'm doing it a little differently because I'm actually going to be creating the envelopes as well. So I took apart an envelope here and I traced it on the back of these 3 pieces of paper that I picked out. And I'm just going to cut them out, fold them, and then create an envelope out of them. And I decided to create the envelopes this time instead of using already made envelopes because I think it looks more seamless this way. I don't have to cut out different pieces of paper and glue them onto the envelopes. And if you guys don't know what an envelope flipbook is, it's essentially creating a flipbook out of envelopes. And I've created a few of these before, but I don't think I've ever filmed it, so it's not up on my channel. But you can head on over to my Instagram to check that out if you'd like. So I have cut out the 3 pieces of paper into these envelope shapes, and then I'm going to fold them. And I actually created these lines to kind of guide me because it was very hard to fold it. You'll see me struggling for the next few ones, but the lines really helped. Okay, so I finished folding the envelopes and now I'm just going to tape them together. I'm using the new tape glue that I got from the dollar store from my last dollar store haul, but I find that it's not actually sticking that much. You'll see later that it actually comes apart when I just pull on it a little. I tried adding more of the tape, but it didn't really work, so I just opted to go back to my glue stick because that worked pretty well. So now that I'm done creating the 3 envelopes, I'm just fiddling around with them and trying to figure out how I want to orient them. And this time I wanted to make a flipbook that would open up like an actual book instead of what I normally do, which would be to glue the bottom of one envelope to the flap of the other, and then it would just open up and expand into the 3 envelopes. I knew I wanted to add a ribbon to the outside of this flipbook, so I'm just rearranging the envelopes to see which patterns I want to be the front and the back. And I ultimately decided on these 2 to be the front and the back, so I glued them together and then put this red one in the middle. So this flipbook that I'm creating this time is actually inspired by this purple one that my friend Katie sent me a while back, and I really liked how she did hers with the ribbon and also that little Hello Kitty in the middle. So that's what I'm trying to recreate here. I'm just choosing a sticker and I ended up choosing this joy sticker that I'm going to place on the front and have the ribbon loop through it. And I'm just I put the sticker on a piece of paper and then I'm going to cut it out with my X-Acto knife. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want there to be a backing to the sticker so that's not sticky anymore. So I'm just going to cut this out, and then I'm using this hole punch to punch out the middle of the O because that's where I'm going to be threading that ribbon through. And then you're gonna see here how I plan to wrap it around basically the flipbook, and I'm just going to use some glue to glue half of the joy down so that it's adhered to that flap. And then I'm going to create the inside of the flipbook. Before we move on to the inside, I forgot that I actually had to finish the back of the flipbook. So I need something to hold down the ribbon on the back. So I pulled out this piece of paper that had this Deck the Halls journaling card, and I'm going to use that on the back. And I glued down this ribbon and had this journaling card glued on top so that the ribbon will be held in place. Okay, so now we can finally move on to decorating the inside, and I didn't want to put too many decorations on the inside just because there were so many patterns already and it looked really busy, but I knew I wanted to use these stamps, and I ended up choosing this reindeer and Santa sleigh stamp, and I tested it out on the piece of paper just to see how it would stamp, and I'm glad I did, because like the first time it did not stamp well, but also there was no point kind of, because when I stamped it on the actual paper I screwed up again. So I just ended up cutting out one of the ones I stamped earlier, and I'm going to cover the stamp that I stamped on the actual paper for the inside, and then I'm just coloring it in. And I would have colored it in more, but I used a brown ink by accident, and because the reindeer and the Santa sleigh is also brown, I didn't want to just mix the browns together and then you wouldn't really be able to see the details. So next I just pulled out a bunch of my Christmas stickers and kind of just seeing what looks good on where, and I'm just putting out some stickers on to kind of spruce it up a little bit, but not putting too much on that it would take away from the backgrounds. So here I'm just trying to look for a label sticker to put on my flipbook so that I can write the to and from, but I ended up choosing this one and I put it on the front, but I actually switched it and placed it on the back afterwards because I didn't really like how it looked on the front. And here I'm just adding some more stickers to the inside. Okay, so this is the finished product. I hope you guys like it, and I'm gonna fill it with a bunch of goodies for the stationery swap because this is what this is for, and I'll show you guys in the next video what I end up putting for the inside, and I hope you guys look forward to the next video. I'll see you next time. Bye!